Welcome to Escape Artist.
Greetings, fellows.
This is track 9?
Track 9.
Track 9 already.
Already.
How's everybody feeling out there?
Oh, you're not doing so good? What's wrong? You can tell us. Oh, damn, I'm sorry.
That was very Blue's Clues coded.
I know, right? Yeah,
I was going to let you go.
Yeah, he lost his hair.
God damn.
I know, man. It sucks.
Rogaine for you, brother.
Rogaine for you, man.
Oh, not brother, sister?
Oh,
Even worse.
permanent friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So we feel bad for you.
Don't let Chris Rock make any jokes out of you.
For real. I will punch him
Mm-hmm.
on stage.
All right, so track 9. What are we working with? New Flame.
Track 9, New Flame. Yep. Man. So now we're in I guess we're not at the last quarter, but we are at the last third of the album. Things are heating up around here.
Final 4 songs.
That's wild.
Wow.
Damn.
It's gone by real quick.
So our New Flame, are we going to finish with some fire?
I think so. I mean, I really like this song. It's kind of ironic because, like, the song itself, the beat, and the way that I rap on it, it's all very chill, you know?
It is very chill.
Which makes it pretty cool that by the end of the song, we have those little fire sound effects, and he's, like, singing, so he's, like, kind of waking back up. You said in the last podcast about him kind of, like, Phoenix out of the ashes, right? I feel like this is where he really starts to kind of emerge, and, you know, you get your new flame.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That fire at the end was your idea, too. It was a fire idea.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No pun intended.
Any sort of fun facts or any sort of stories that you had loaded up and ready for this podcast?
Well, fun fact, this was one of the first beats I made on Machine when I got the Native Instruments Machine. So, yeah, I always liked this song by FKJ. Shouts out, friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
French Kiwi Juice. So, yeah, I chopped it up on the Machine and put this beat together. And, yeah, it was literally like maybe the second or third beat I made on that thing.
That's dope.
So, yeah, it was fun. It turned out pretty decent, you know. It's definitely like the most hip-hop sounding beat on the whole album, for
Right.
sure. We got some delayed pianos. We got like some drums hitting early. We tried to get a little rhythm going and shit like that. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. And then, yeah, when you came on, I just loved like all the rapping that you did to it, too.
Right.
Like, yeah, because you rapped your ass off on this one for sure.
Thank you. Another story-heavy song, so I just had to just rap all the way through, and I think that Dark Days is very similar in that fashion. The beat on New Flame is definitely a lot more hip-hop coded, but I feel like on both of those tracks, I just was able to just sit down, write the story, of course, but have it be a little more hip-hop focused, which is fun because that's something that both of us really appreciate, so.
Yeah, so when you started writing this song, what were you going for with this track?
Well, I was trying to see where I could take Jordan next because once you're on the like side B of the album, then you've got to figure out like you got to really start thinking about the destination and what exactly is the message that you're trying to send by getting the character to the specific destination that you were trying to get across. So I wanted to introduce a new character in that of Avalon, which is going to be somebody that Jordan runs into at the mall when he's with his friends and they're doing like just freestyling and shooting the shit and stuff like that. But she overhears and then approaches them and they strike up conversation and it turns out that she's actually a promoter of sorts. And so she sees his talent and then but like what he sees in her is like she's really cute. You know, he like is feeling her and so he wants to be closer to her, but also it's kind of something that's like synonymous with what he's trying to pursue with his friends, which is like a music career. And so I wanted that to be representative of the way that the world opens up to you once you finally start making the decisions that you know you should have been making all along. Because there really is this aspect in life when you've been running away from something for so long and then you finally face it that you can't even really put words to it, but like life just opens up, whether you call it like the universe or whatever you would say, whatever that you would call it, that the stars start to align and there's a lot of synchronicities that put you into a place that you never expected you could have been in, but it's all because you've allowed yourself to get to that place. And so, yeah.
What I kind of like about this song is that it's like a beautiful metaphor is like when things suck, like, you know, the universe is going to throw you a bone. Like it might give you a whole bunch of shit, but it'll throw you a bone after. And yeah, you just got to keep your head up or you might miss out on the blessing.
Right, exactly. And, I wanted there to be kind of another crossroad for Jordan in terms of like what his happiness could look like, what his house on the hill could look like. Because earlier on in the album, a couple of different times I had referenced the house on the hill, which is representative of Jordan's happiness overall, like his end goal. And there's several different versions of that he could get to. Omar's house, for example, is a house on a hill, but that's a destination that you don't want to end up at. Someplace Brian didn't want to end up at either, but that representation of happiness in general, it could be a life with a family and with a wife and being happy like that. Or it could also even be him having just the music career and that's like his ultimate goal or whatnot. So I decided to present a person that could kind of give him both of those things, which would give him a decision to make, like, what is most important to me? Is it my happiness or is it a goal? And we'll see exactly where that goes with the rest of the album, but at least I wanted to introduce a character that could give him those choices. Like, he's already made the choice to step away from danger and drugs and all of that, so he's doing something that's good for him in his life. But now we got to focus on, like, where is that going to go? What does he decide to do with his life that is true to him and that will ultimately give him, the best outcome?
Yeah, so he pretty much got rewarded, like, in the best way. Because, like you said, he moved away from drugs. He lost his brother. And the universe is like, here, I'm going to give you something that's like, A, it's a cute girl, and B, it'll help in the direction of music. So he lucked up real good here.
Yeah, he really did. And in the second half of the album, there's more, kind of lengthy time skips, not really long ones, but the last track being Day One's Part 2, where him and his friends are all working on a lot of music together. I wanted that to be like an era of his life. Maybe it's a couple of months or whatever. So it's not as if like he makes this decision and then right away this girl enters into his life, but like I wanted her to catch him in the middle of him being himself and not thinking about anything other than like his friends and his music, because that's kind of the way that you find people that are like meant for you, is when you're being your authentic self and you're radiating out that energy, and then somebody comes into contact with it, is in sync with it, and then it pushes you off into your next side quest or like wherever that you're supposed to be. And so yeah, she gets to come into his energy and like what he has going on, and obviously he likes what's going on with her, and so he wants to pursue something with her. So New Flame has kind of a dual meaning, which is that he's getting this flame back in him. He's coming back to life from that darkness that he was in, but also New Flame in terms of like having a new flame. Like, oh, could this person be a new flame for me? A new girlfriend or, whatever's beyond that. But, yeah, so we'll see if she's receptive to that. But for the time being, she definitely wants to represent him and his friends and get them some opportunities because she sees some talent. So that's that.
Yeah, I love it. I feel like that's just how it works too, man. It's like, yeah, when you're like focusing on you're doing you, then yeah, the universe is just gonna throw you a bone. It's probably gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's a bone named Evelyn for Jordan. So
yep, he wishes he could throw her a bone, probably too.
Right off the bat, I feel like I probably put the lyrics into the song to represent that as well. But yeah, I feel like it's just a very like kind of candid moment for everyone involved, and it's nothing but positive energy. The song itself, like I said, there's a lot of exposition as well, because I've got to move forward the stories of everybody that has been mentioned up until this point. Like Omar's out of the picture. He gets picked up by the police, and so he's in jail for what he did to Brian. And then I go further into telling about Jordan's mom leaving with Paul, her like guy friend or whatever, that they end up having a romantic entanglement. Entanglement, such a fun word. And then Jordan's dad, of course, dealing with his alcoholism. But the progress that is made for him in this song is that he's going to AA meetings, but he's struggling with them. He's like going to them and coming home and drinking. So there's a lot that I say in this song that is just pushing the narrative forward for all characters involved that are still like in the story. but mostly this song focuses on Jordan and Avalon, their meeting.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
And fucking Paul Blart.
Paul Blart, baby. Yeah, say some line about the security. Because, like, they're essentially at the mall. Jordan goes to the mall to get a hat. And then he's freestyling with his friends because they're just fucking around. Like, it reminded me, well, it didn't remind me, but, like, it's inspired by just back in the day when we would just pull out a phone, like, just about anywhere. It could be just, like, an instrumental to a known song, and then we all just start rapping. And then Avalon just, like, catches them in the middle of that. Just like, oh, you got a little something here, you know? As a matter of fact, I got some shows, and, yeah, that's about it.
They ain't no ordinary boys.
Nah, not at all.
So any good times during the recording process you'd like to recall or mixing?
For this one cool thing that is like, not super crazy, but on the part of the song where I think it's the beginning of the song and I'm talking about writing lyrics or something like that, you can hear some scribbling in the background, and that's actually me writing the name of the song, New Flame. So it's like it's not just like random scribbles or whatever, and we didn't just like pick up that sound effect on YouTube. We actually like recorded it. So I thought that was a cool little extra thing to add to the song.
Yeah, that shit's homemade, and that's what it sounds like to write New Flame, y'all.
Yeah, wrote it like 8 times probably, but
yep.
that must have been the 8th one because it sounded just right.
Hell yeah. We recycled all the papers too.
That too.
Shouts out.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
Blue bin for sure.
Blue bin.
Well, shit, that's track number 9. That means we've got, 3 more to go after this?
3 more to go. 10,
Oh
11,
God,
12.
I can't believe the time's gone by so quick. Thank you guys so much
know.
for listening, following the story, and supporting us. We appreciate you.
Yep. Shouts out. Thanks, y'all. Can't wait for you to hear the rest too.
This has been Escape Artist. 3 more to go. We'll see what happens with Jordan and company.
Yep. Take care, y'all. Peace.
See you.